Hello everyone, JL992, and we're here with another commentary. Hopefully this one will be shorter than last time, because 32 minutes talking. I thought halfway seemed good. I don't think people will stay too long listening. Especially I think I have enough footage to make up for the whole commentary. So this time I'm trying to make this one shorter. So today we're gonna talk about hated champions. You know what? You always seen that kind. When people try to trash talk Fizz or Chemo or Katarina or Raven because their noob champion is unskilled. So the reason I'm doing this commentary is because I'm probably one of the few people that actually do not give a damn if they're easy or not. They're champions overall. They earn the place in the league for a reason. Just people don't capitalize on that. And when they try, they don't do well, again they become the supposed noobs that they keep complaining. So let's start with some misconceptions about hated champions. Because Fizz is known to be quite a slick little devil. Once he gets like 40% CDR, he's always up like 3 seconds, which means he can always jump away from anything that happens. It doesn't matter if he has gamers or not, as long as he can jump away, that's his goal. Well, I fuck my share of Fizzes, and not always were the case. Sometimes I beat him, even with my main, and managed to overcome my problems. Sure, I was playing Veigar against him and obviously lost, but hey, try the game. I got counter picked, and I was in a strong middle lane because I always fail when I play blind pick. So for this example, besides Fizz, there's also Chemo, which is one of the main reasons I started making Chemo. Is because I do not believe about that crap about PTSD. I think the only thing Chemo needs is to overcome his fears in order to advance in the lore. Just like Riot just prefers to see him as a punching bag than anything. I mean, how's that fair? We got lots of evil champions like Draven, Noxus. We got Hate Dogs who's seen as evil for some people. Even freaking Misfortune who killed Leblanc. Oh. Probably still worrying about spoilers if you never saw the story before. Yeah, but you probably know it by now because Leblanc is half broken in his classic splash art, so I don't think it's spoilers at this point. So many evil champions and keep prefer to bash on Chemo. A dedicated captain of Battle Siki who's willing to risk his life to protect his city, his friends, and young Yorgo. Who knows how far he can go to prove he's right as a captain. But Riot doesn't care. The only thing he cares is that he stays on the community's bad graces and he suffers so everyone else can be happy. Why? It's not even because of the lore, not because people find him annoying, but because Riot says so. So how's that fair? I main Chemo, I'm not an asshole, but I still have to get hated because I'm playing him. How is that even remotely fair? Like, this not really such a part of Fizz and Chemo. I also apply to Katarina, which is like 3-4 buttons and your entire enemy team is dead. Or Raven, where in good positioning, can pull off a quadra kill in 1 button. Yes, I see. Yeah, 1 button. You heard me. I was on the receiving end of Fed Raven. Wasn't really fun, but hey, it happens. Sometimes teams do bad, and just got one guy who gets spread and destroys the enemy team. What are you gonna do? Just keep playing a game or try again later. So yeah, I'm not gonna say that some champions are for being easy or some are being bothersome doesn't mean that they also they don't deserve the hate. Hey, one thing I try to say is that if they're easy to kill, they're also easy to die. Somehow. Just have to find how. Anyway. Probably the next topic is how to be kind as a hated champion. Well, that's pretty much simple. Well, you gotta play a game, and you either stay quiet, or try to strike a friendly conversation with the enemy. So for those who saw my last video, I said the time I was playing Chemo, and I got not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 honorable opponents, because the entire enemy team did not give a fuck that I was playing Chemo. In fact, they just praised me because I was being kind. I just walking through the game. Good luck, have fun, and for on out, just ship me on and hope me for the best. This can happen to any other champion. It can happen even I've seen my share of friendly Fizz, and Katarina was like, whoa, I can't believe I did that. I wasn't too cocky. And the Riven wasn't really good, but still held their ground. Sometimes people just I'm not that assholes when playing your champions. I once talked before that Raven players were egotistical people when we cared about getting themselves fed and not about the enemy team. You don't know how many Ravens I've met and fought as a support to be proven that wrong. I once was playing Lulu, and I had a Draven who actually was kind enough to help me teach me how to use my spells to full efficiency, like wings the enemy ADC, shield him, kill them to do some damage, and if the worst came, even ult them to save himself. And yeah, guess what? It worked. After that explanation, those 3-4 teamfights were a breeze, and I got Draven fed. He was happy, I was happy that I learned something new, and I was even happier that my view of Draven was completely shattered. Not all Draven players are assholes. Draven players can also be good, just like Katarina and everyone else. So the problem is, why can't you just see things from? Why can't you stop seeing things from the stereotypes? It's just not fun if you follow stereotypes. So basically, to be kind as a hated champion, you just got to be nice. You got to play well. You play your best, and you got to keep yourself friendly from the beginning to end. Maybe you can change the people's opinion about champions. And now I'm gonna give you a few examples of that happening. These examples happened to me over the career of League of Legends, not just in the Rift, also in Aram and so on. I'm gonna start with the first example, which I was playing Chemo versus an enemy. I initially started against Garen, and because it was hard to fight Garen, so I knew I had the upper hand because he doesn't have much besides his silence. Problem is, the enemy Garen screwed up and tried to kill me level 2. I managed to kite him carefully, took some damage, but the minions finished him off. I even have to use the ignite to make sure he didn't get away with his Q. So I got first blood. Later on, the oddest thing happened. The Garen was lane swapped with a Kale. I hope I'm saying her name right, because I know some people get pissed if I don't say her name right. I'm gonna say Kale. If it's bad, can someone give me a link to correct me on how to say her name? Anyways, so Kale lane swapped with Garen, and Garen lane mid lane against Annie. Things did not end too well for Garen, poor guy. So once I saw Kale, she tried to go all in on me again, but because even though I gained back for the first kill, I still managed to secure my second kill with just fighting a bit. I survived with the silver health. I went under my tower and I recalled. Now, the oddest thing happened after I recalled and blocked a few items and went back to lane. Halfway to the lane, the Kale started talking all chat. She said that she was bored, that she was getting sick of this game because it was dynamic Q, and your Leblanc got banned. Because Leblanc got banned, she was playing Kale, which for her was a boring champion. I kinda felt bad for her. I mean, she wanted to have fun playing a game. She wanted to make it get fed and get a few kills, but she wasn't gonna have that. Kale was not her priority champion. And because Garen preferred to fight against Annick and me, well, I just had to feel sorry for her. So what I did is, I offered her truce. No ganks, no purposely poking each other, just farming for as long as we could. It was a truce, an honorable truce, which usually I only give to people. I usually don't give it to many people because most actually try hard. But her, I knew in her eyes that she went none of that. So, curiously, she accepted the truce. So we both started farming. We started last hitting, And every time we were wounded, we'll go back, go buy items, and then come back to lane, and we will never be mid or bot. Which means I even told my own jungler. Okay, let me start over. We even told our own junglers to not gank top. I saw a Nocturne roaming around the top lane river, and I told KO that it was probably a good idea if he didn't. Never saw him again. Lee Sin on my team even pinging asking, hey, you wanna kill her? I go, no. It's an honorable truce. We're accepting it, no one is getting a gank. He went sad, so he went to another lane. His truce was probably for the best in the team comp because as long as I was watching her, she was watching me. So it's going a 5v5 to a 4v4 where both top laners were not feeding or getting kills. So it wasn't that impressive, and it probably wasn't that fun in some people's perspective, but hey, we got, or at least Sing focused big on the bot lane in ganking, and my team ended up having the most kills. So 20 minutes into the game, I managed to get the first tower, and Kyle tried to defend his team, but died. At this point, it was pretty much obvious that Truce was over, because we couldn't just stay on top lane forever. So we both laughed and we tried our best to finish the game. My team, having the far ahead, won the game, and I still managed to score a couple more kills before the Nexus exploded. We both under each other, and we became quite fast friends for that. So that's one of many examples like being kind as a hated champion can actually help you die up. Because sometimes you can convince people that Teemo is not an asshole and he doesn't deserve to be hated, unlike Riot says. The next example is Teemo vs Darius. Again, just like with Garen, Darius was a disadvantage. I could carefully avoid his Q, and when he pulled me, I instantly blind him so he wouldn't cast his slow on me. And because I was never wounded enough for his ult, he never used it. And of course, he was trying to build smart, but didn't do much. He went for magic resist, which usually that's what you do, but he had no damage to back it up. So yeah, he pretty much lost his lane, and I was able to help my team. I think at one point I even had a support Leona who helped me push top lane because I saved her for 3v1 because her ADC died. Then Master came in and picked up the kills. I managed to pick up my own kill with the shrooms. And Leona even tanked me and found me honorable that I would risk my life to save her life. Because that's what you do in a team. If you can't win a team fight, at least try to keep as many people alive as possible. So another game, my team won again. And with Darius, well, I wish I could do a spat on the back and tell me he did great, even with the disadvantage. He smiled, but at the very least. Now for this next example, it was a game of Aaron. I was twisted fake, and the enemy had a Fizz. Now, because I knew how Fizz acted, I knew that Fizz was the highest damage dealer on the enemy team. So I always make sure that during a team fight, I will focus my gold cards on him. And so I did, over and over and over again. It was always the first casualty of my gold cards. Like in the queue, I would throw it against him and make sure the other cards will land on the enemy. We were having somewhat of a stalemate. Like we got like 1-2 towers of theirs and he got one of ours, and at one point Fizz just started raising our chat that he was getting sick of being focused by me. Well, that's my job. If I see an enemy that does a lot of damage or has lots of CC that can secure my entire team to his team's mercy, I have to stop them. So I did. Going the whole game. So, but I didn't want Fizz to feel better and tilted at the end of the game. So if I couldn't get him happy with kills, I got him the next best thing: humor, some comedy. So I gave some shitty puns. Yeah, I can't remember much what I said, but I know that he smiled, he even laughed a bit. He even told me that he was happy that I helped him cheer him up. And even when he lost, I pat on the back, and he smiled again. He left. He left without being killed. That's what I like to see. If you see someone killed, if you can cheer him up, at least try. Some people might actually enjoy your view. Now for this next example, I'm not part of this matchup. I was actually playing Lulu support at the time of this last example. It was a Riven versus Poppy top lane. It was a friend of my brother's who was playing Poppy, and the Riven who apparently might have been first or second time. Anyways, as I tried to defend my ADC, I kept seeing like once every 3 minutes an enemy has been slain. Basically, Poppy actually scored like 3-4 kills, maybe 6, I can't remember. And Riven just wasn't doing that good. But usually you think that most Ravens will start bitching because they're behind. Because if they're behind, they're useless. Well, here's not this one. This Raven actually just scratched her head and say it wasn't doing too good. The Poppy, who I have some respect for her, tried to help Raven by telling her how to play Raven a bit, or even how to avoid Poppy's abilities. The Raven player actually quite enjoyed that, and I could see a bond forming on top lane. Sometimes ganks may be boring, but not always the worst. Sometimes two people on a lane can be quite fast friends, alongside foes. I think my team won that game, but not without Raven having a pat on the back from me as well. Because a Raven who doesn't complain and actually either tries or just becomes friendly even in defeat, this is my attention. That's what I gotta say. So those were 4 examples of what happened. Now for the next topic, when dealing with toxic players with no champions, because I really hate when I'm trying to be friendly as chemo, and some people just play chemo and either just jump to get in turret and feed, or just trash talk people, or try to be an asshole. I really hate when that happens because I'm trying to making a good image, and someone else just shoves it out the window. Well, when you deal with toxic players and those champions, you just keep calm, because giving attention is probably not the best idea. However, you still try to do your job. If anything, you can look at player and pretend that Kimo is not being an asshole, but actually being kind, even if he's not at all. Basically, if your worst comes to be, always think of the best moment you had as your champion. It doesn't have to be a good play you perform. It could be a game where you found someone playing as champion, and you felt and the champion was actually nice. For example, I remember in Hexakill, I can just play Kimo a lot, and we had a Shaco who can go jungle. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, he's a master of stealth. He's supposed to assassinate people. So once me and him hit level 6, we decided to play a few pranks. I'll place a shroom, and he will place a few boxes, so that they get a poison and constantly hit. Again, I think we scored 2-3 kills, and we had quite some fun. I didn't see Shaco as an annoyance or as an asshole. I see him as quite of a thoughtful little friend. Because most Shacos don't try to work together. They just try to assassinate someone, can get out, and leave the team to die. Well, he can't. He actually enjoyed my company for some time as well. Even though it was Hexakill, so everyone enjoys Hexakill because it's more company. It feels more populated. And finally, the last topic is what can you do to clear your name? Well, like I said before, in your earlier point, you just have to be kind and just try your best and show that you're not a bad person. You might even get honorable badges if you keep this attitude with a hated champion. I once saw a joke where a Nautilus complained that someone to back off because he got 3 honorable points and 2 friendly teamwork badges. To which the joke goes, playing as chemo. Because basically it's one of those salty speaking jokes where you're so tough that you play chemo and get honorable. You know how hard it is these days? Getting honorable at all, or worse as a hated champion. Just think about that. The next time you pick a champion that people hate your guts, but you don't care. Sometimes that's the point of walking. You just don't care if they're hating or not. You just care about having fun and making Rift a better place to play. So with that all that said, I hope you guys grab your favorite champion. Doesn't matter what it is, and just try your best out there because you deserve to play those champions, even if they're off meta, or even if they're not that strong. If you believe, anything can happen. I mean, Rumble just got viable in the jungle. Now people who bought that skin can enjoy them even a lot more. Even me was doing badly at stop playing Rumble. I have a lot catching up to do in this game. Anyways, thank you guys for listening to this commentary, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Bye bye.